I'm Peggy. We have a busy time ahead, and thank you for tuning us in today. A little bit later on, we have the Better Business Bureau here, and they're going to bring us up to date on some things we need to know about and some scams that are going on out there. Always have that. And we, of course, have website and phone number for you. And right now, Melinda Hoover is here with me, and she has a special friend, 12-year-old Jamie. And Jamie is a registered therapy dog, and Melinda is the owner of Camp Bow Wow. And thank you. And I must say, Jamie, you are very well behaved.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Beautiful, beautiful dog. Now, what is Camp Bow Wow? What is it?
Well, Camp Bow Wow is in Greenville on Airport Road, and we do doggy daycare, boarding, grooming, training, and we offer in-home pet sitting. And we also usually have a couple community events going on or community service activities, and helping with therapy dogs is one thing we do for the local community.
Okay, now what is a therapy dog as opposed to?
Well, a lot of people get confused between therapy dogs and service dogs.
Yeah.
Therapy dogs, their sole purpose in life is spreading good cheer, making people feel better, reducing stress, and they just have to genuinely like people and be comfortable in different settings.
And these dogs come from where?
Well, a lot of times they're people's personal pets that they might train to be a therapy dog. In our case, typically they're going to be rescues. We've actually worked with 2 dogs that we're training as therapy dogs that we adopted from the Greenville Animal Care.
You just made my day.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful. So you train Jamie, and you can take Jamie into a hospital where there are children.
Correct.
Give them a lift,
Right.
kind of.
Yeah, he's actually registered through a national group called Therapy Dogs Incorporated, and he went through a testing process to make sure that he has the temperament and is comfortable in different settings, with a lot of activity or no activity. It just depends on what's going on. You know, obviously he's comfortable on TV.
He likes our couch.
Yeah, he hasn't met a couch he doesn't like, to be honest. And you know, they go through that testing, and then once he's registered and receives his paperwork, he can go anywhere he's invited to go.
So now you go to Shriners Hospital,
Greenville Hospital, St. Francis, and then we work with 2 groups locally, and they go to schools, senior centers, really wherever people need us.
and you find that it does lift at a senior center. It lifts the spirits of the people there.
Oh, certainly. I mean, it's very rare for us to walk into a room and not get at least one smile from someone. And they definitely make a difference for people.
And how long does it take, Melinda, to train a dog like this?
Well, it depends on the dog. It can be a couple months. We've rescued dogs that honestly came out of a shelter and they could have passed the test. But you do have certain time periods you have to wait before you can test them. But there's so many great dogs out there just waiting for an opportunity.
And then once they're trained, you can use them as long as they live. I mean,
well, or as long as they enjoy the work.
Yeah.
You know, just like us. I mean, Jamie's 12 years old. His tolerance for visits are getting shorter and shorter. And so eventually I will retire him because it's not as much fun as it used to be. And that's not unusual.
And he's your dog.
Correct.
And you trained him.
Correct.
Yeah. But you would be willing or able to train other dogs or to show people what they have to do to train a dog.
We certainly can. We actually have 3 trainers on staff. We offer therapy dog prep classes. So we actually walk people through the testing process and teach them how to train their dog to become a therapy dog. We've trained dogs privately where people have just come to us and said, I want you to train my dog to be a therapy dog. And then at the end, we work with them through the exam.
And so it isn't just one breed of dog. I mean, what are you looking for? Calm, good disposition.
A well-balanced dog. So one that's comfortable in different settings, different environments, comfortable with other dogs, comfortable with people, comfortable being handled all over. And so it's not that the dog is a perfect dog, it's that they have the temperament for this kind of work.
And do you go into schools?
Yes, and actually some dogs do reading programs where they might work with a student who's a little bit behind on their reading to help them build their confidence. Or
They do reading programs?
yeah, it's the students actually read to the dogs.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because the dogs are not judgmental. They
No.
don't make you feel uncomfortable. And so, if a student's struggling in a particular area, the dogs offer encouragement and build confidence.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, he certainly is well behaved, I'll
Well,
say that. Now, we have a phone number and a website. And if you're interested in learning more about Camp Bow Wow, the work they do, the training of dogs, um, perhaps do you use volunteers?
no, we have
You
employees.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. But if anyone wants more information, um, that's that's where to go. And Melinda, how long have you been doing this?
We've been doing therapy dog work for about 5 years.
And therapy, so people understand, it's not the same thing as, for instance, a seeing eye dog or
Correct, correct. Yeah, where those dogs are specifically trained
for
to
one
help
thing.
an individual with whatever their need is. Really, these guys are just to be petted, to be loved, and to share that in return.
And to share with other people.
Right.
Yeah, I love what you said about helping a child who's uncomfortable in the class trying to achieve something, and the dog is there to help.
Right.
And you actually go into schools.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. And some of the schools will require additional work to be able to volunteer at that school. But many of our groups go into different schools, and sometimes it's just visit or a special event at the school. But we welcome all invitations. So any place they'd like to have us,
And
we're
is
happy
this
to go.
expensive?
The visits are free. We do it we volunteer our time.
That's wonderful.
And
That's
yeah.
a wonderful thing you're doing, Melinda. And
Thank
and
you.
I'm sure you brighten many people's lives, especially when you go into a hospital situation where children are makes a big difference.
Right. Well, and honestly, it's rewarding for us as well. The people that handle these dogs, it really gives us a better outlook on life and makes us appreciate what we have.
Well, I appreciate that you came today. And also, Jamie, thank you for coming. You've been very, very nice. A very nice guest. Thank you
you.
so much. Camp Bow Wow. And if you didn't get it, I'll keep the information here. Okay. We'll be right back with the Better Business Bureau and find out what's going on that we need to know.